Real talk. Sometimes during all this moving process, I just get so tired. Alright, so I just got out of the medical center here on base. I was trying to figure out how to get my records as a dependent. I didn't know if it was different because when I was in the military, obviously I got them released to me as the active duty member. But now that I am a dependent to an active duty member, I didn't know how that worked. Just to give you a heads up on that, you can get a DD form 2870, which is basically a authorization of release of your records to yourself. They just like send a disc or something to your forwarding address. I did find out a little scoop of information that might be helpful for you. Rob is joining the reserves after his active duty service, and in that case I guess his records will get archived and mine will not be transferred with him. She was saying that I could do this 2870 form for myself as an extra step, but that since my name is on his separation orders, that my records should be included with his and sent to our forwarding address. However, since he's running the reserves, it is a completely new system. His records will be archived and a new record will be established with the reserves. Interesting tidbit. And in that case, mine will also be new. So it's important to ask these questions. If you just assume that things will just happen with your active duty member, that may not be the case. So just remember to ask these questions, especially when it comes to healthcare and things that would be really helpful to have, such as records at your next location, whether it be at your next duty station or your next location as a civilian. On to the next stop, which is donations to the Airman's Attic. Alright, so just dropped off those things to the Airman's Attic. It was hard to resist the temptation to look around at everything. They always have really good stuff in there, so if you're on a military installation, it is free for you to go in and use the Airman's Attic. Usually have tons of good stuff. Like, people just get rid of stuff, especially when they're moving, like for instance right now. And especially during the pandemic, I know people were going through their houses like crazy. I know I was. There's always tons of goodies in there. They have clothes, they have board games, they have household items, all kinds of stuff, and it's all for free for E5 and below. So make sure you check it out if you didn't know about it. I hope this gives you revelation and you can go in and take advantage of it. Next stop, I think, is the BX and the shopette next to the BX. My best friend Sam here told me about these energy drinks that she gets, and I'm gonna grab a couple of those. But man, I womped my finger. Remember that word womp that I use a lot? Oh my god. Can you see that? Probably can't even see it, but it hurts. I was carrying the donations to the car through the garage and I forgot that I put the rug down, the rug that we just got cleaned, and it was behind the door, so there was a very abrupt stop and I just womped my finger right into the door. And it hurt really bad. So I just got out of the BX and I picked up some cards while I was there. I needed some cards for my best friend Sam, who I've mentioned before, her going away gift for me. It's like a combination of things, like her birthday's coming up and I'm gonna miss it like just by a month. Last year we didn't get to do very much because of the pandemic and the restrictions that came with that. So I made her a really special present this year and I hope she likes it. Hope you love it, Sam. Something fun to do is just pick out cards. Sometimes they have some really good deals in the, I think it's called American Greetings. Yep, American Greetings is the brand, and a lot of times they have a lot of good deals, especially on base at the BX or the PX or wherever you're stationed. And I got some cards. I noticed some things like thinking of you cards and miss you cards and friendship cards, and it's really important, not only while someone is going through a time, but it could be like this might sound kind of backwards, but if you're going through a stressful time, it could be really helpful and therapeutic for you to reach out to someone while you're going through a hard time. So I'm going to mail these off and I think it'll make me feel a lot better and hopefully brighten someone else's day at the same time. I got a little box for a package I need to send to Neebs Gaming. Next up is the post office. So I lied. The next stop was actually the BX Class 6 that has those energy drinks I was telling you about, and they were out. I was so sad. But it was also really nice because the lady that works there, when I walked in, she said that this color looked great on me, and I really appreciated that. So that's something else I want to say is compliments go a long way, especially if someone's having a stressful time. You don't even know it, but if you give a compliment, it could be as simple as "I like your sweater." It could really change somebody's mood or just brighten them up, brighten their day. Next up is the commissary for groceries, and another helpful tip for planning for moving, I should say, is to plan your meals out, keep that routine, keep your meals pretty consistent with what you would normally have, because that routine and that familiarity is going to be really helpful along the way, and it's going to have that comforting feeling that amongst the chaos you still have your food right. I just got back from my errands and I went to the commissary, did some grocery shopping, and there is sometimes a requirement for active duty members to out-process with the commissary, and that's, I think, if you have any debts with them under like special programs that they have, so that was kind of interesting. I asked about that for Rob, and as of March 2021, you do physically have to go in and take your checklist in for them to sign it. I'll keep my thoughts to myself on that one. I am home. The post office was closed. I forget that they close from 12:30 to 1:30. I will go maybe tomorrow. It was a good day. Good errand running day, and I think I am ready to attack the pantry. Real talk. Sometimes during all this moving process, I just get so tired. I've been sleeping okay, but sometimes it just happens and you just get so tired and you just want to sit and do nothing. And I just sat down and scrolled on Instagram for like, I don't even know, it might have been 20 minutes. And you know what? That's okay. I'm still tired, but I took a break. Maybe not the most productive break at all. I just was scrolling because I haven't really done that much lately. And I just let myself sit there and look at what I wanted to look at, and I consumed. You also have to have grace with yourself because you're going through a lot, and I am going to make it through this. It's a lot. There's a lot that still needs to be done. I'm super lucky to have all the support that I do. Rob is out there. He's at the DMV. He's been there for an hour now. I guess the line was out the door this morning. He went back to see if it got any better. Still out the door. And there's just things that have to get done, and their appointments are just too far out or whatever the case, so he's just trying to grind and get that done. And now I'm exhausted and I feel silly. Excuse me. And it's easy to feel silly for feeling tired and taking a break when your significant other or whoever's helping you, if you've got help, is, you know, just as busy as you feel. But sometimes we just gotta take that break. I scrolled. I'm a little more rejuvenated. I really need to attack this pantry and do some more deep cleaning on some objects in the house. Moving is just a big deal in general, but moving halfway across the country without a permanent residence in sight is difficult in its own measure completely. And that's okay. It's okay. I'm not complaining. I'm just coming to terms with what's going on. And I'm going to stay positive and get everything done. I might finish Sam's present first and then go attack the pantry. I'm just so tired. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good. I've got the energy to do this. I can do this. I need to do this. It has to be done. There's only a few short days left before we have to leave this house. Saturday night will be the last night that we spend in our house. And it's always going to be an emotional thing wherever you live. If you hated where you lived and you hated your house, like, there's still something really emotional about leaving a place. Like, whether the emotions be good or bad, you know, comes with your own personal territory, but there's been a lot that I've been through in this house and this base for the last 3 years. Spent 3 years here. That may not sound like a long time, but I have been moving consistently every 3 years for the last 9 years, 10 years. Yeah, just about. Basically 10 years, because when I joined the Air Force, I had to go to San Antonio for basic military training, BMT, and then my tech school was 6 months long in Wichita Falls. From then, once I got to my first base in Alaska, I just have been moving every 3 years. 3, 6, 9, for 9 years. 1, 2, 3. This will be the third move. I'm zoning. I'm zoning a little bit, soaking it up. It's been quite a ride, quite an adventure. I don't regret anything. A lot has happened, good and bad. I just kicked the camera, sorry. And you know what? It's important to stop and reflect every once in a while, because if you're just go, 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 and you don't remember where you've been, it helps a little bit. But it doesn't mean you should dwell in the past either. I'm ready to move on. I just literally have to get ready to move on. So, let's go. Let's do something. Here we go. We got this. You got this. Whatever you're going through, you got this. We got this. Well, there goes all the concealer. Bye! I just listened to, oh my gosh, a waterfall happened on my face 3 minutes ago. I just got off the phone with my best friend Elena, and I'm just so happy. This is happy, I promise. Post-happy floodgates. I just listened to the final version of my song, my cover song for Never Enough, that I'm doing a pirate themed music video for. I am blown away. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It took me like 2 weeks to get the vocals to the guy I hired to do the backing track, and I felt bad because I was like, yeah, I'll have it in like 3 days. And I kept trying to sing it and sing it and sing it, and I was just like, not feeling it. I realized I was trying to sing it in the range. I mean, the vocalist who does the original recording, Lauren Allred, oh my gosh, her voice. Amazing. And she has this incredible range, absolutely gorgeous vocalist in every way. She sings the song, I think it's an A-B major as how it starts, and man, I can belt that all day to myself in my car driving. Man, my voice sounds so weird after I've been crying. This is real life, folks. I can belt that to myself driving in the car, but doing this music video prep, I realized that I am just not in that range vocally. I'm an alto naturally, and I was failing, and it took me like a week and a half to realize that I just can't sing it in the same key that she does. So I lowered the range to make it more comfortable for me, and I start the song in the same tones that she does, but then I change it, bring it down a notch, bring it down to Rhonda's comfort level. I'm just so happy I did that. And the guy that I hired to do this, he's incredible, super talented. I got him on Fiverr. I think is how you pronounce it. Fiverr, probably. I'm gonna just give you a teeny tiny sneak peek. I'm trying to hold my breath, let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. Alright, well, that's all you get for now until the video comes out. Maybe by the time this comes out, I will have already posted that. I'm so excited to share this with you. It's been a vision that I've had in my head for over a year now. Last January, so January 2020, I had this idea to do this music video, and I thought about the music itself last, and that's actually what I ended up shooting and recording last, was the vocals and doing the music part of it. And I just shot the video part to the original song, so it has a different intensity, but I think it's gonna be all right. I'm telling a story. I'm just so pleased with this, and I can't wait to share it with you. It's been a long time in the making, and I'm just really, really excited about it. And thank you, Elena, for your support, and all my friends, and Sam, my best friend Sam, Kaylan, and my husband for supporting me in this crazy journey that I put myself on. I'm just so proud of myself. And Elena one said that she could have slapped me like for doubting myself, and it was so scary because it was the first huge project like this. I did a little cover video, a karaoke video for Neebs Gaming of their cover. It was like a a double cover of Country Roads, and I have that on my YouTube channel, but nothing like this. No, this is just so different, a completely original cover song, if you will. I just wanted to share that with you. Real talk, real life. I can't wait until it's done and ready for you to see. Once it is done though, it will be on my Coffee Socks channel, and this is on my Rhonda Beth channel, Rhonda B. All right, check in with you later.